What's up, guys? Slaughterfist back here with another video, and this time I have another Skyrim build for you guys. This build is an Ebony Battlemage. I think a while ago I did a Frost Battlemage, and I also have done like a Warlock that wore Ebony armor before. So this is kind of a combination of those. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So since this guy is a battle mage, he uses a mace as well as some destruction spells. So that's wall of lightning as well as a mace. So I can kind of, light people up and, make their, ground they're standing on pretty treacherous for them. And then I can start, teeing them up with this mace. So in terms of weapons, he just uses the Ebony Mace. When fully upgraded and with some enchantments, it has a damage of 200, which is a nice, even, pleasing number. And I also enchanted it so it absorbs 22 points of health and 28 points of magicka. So if I'm fighting people, I'm replenishing my health as well as being able to do more destruction spells at them, which is very helpful. And then for the apparel, he wears all ebony armor and then a nakreen. And so for the ebony armor, starting off, has an armor rating of 285 when upgraded. Enchanted it so my health is increased by 70 points and my magicka regenerates 70% faster. Always a great enchantment combo for battle mages. Ebony boots and gauntlets both have an armor rating of 123. I enchanted the boots so one-handed attacks do 45% more damage, increases my stamina by 70 points. Ebony gauntlets, armor rating of 123, increases my magicka by 70 points, one-handed attacks do 45% more damage. Gold diamond ring, destruction spells cost 28% less to cast, increases your magicka by 70 points. Silver sapphire necklace eye, enchanted so my health regenerates 35% faster, increases your health by 70 points. I will recommend, guys, lately I've been noticing regeneration might be a little bit better than like increasing your total amount, especially when it comes to magicka. Health, it's kind of a toss-up. Both of them are pretty good. But with magicka, I would say magicka regeneration is better. I don't know. I just noticed it's more helpful to keep having magicka come back. I will say with magicka, a really fast regeneration is just extremely helpful because you can do restoration spells as well as just a ton of damage against the enemy, opposed to fast health regeneration. I mean, that's good, but that can only do health. You can't use that to also inflict damage on people. And then nakreen, I think that's how you say it. Nakrin, I don't know. Nakreen is a dragon priest mask. When upgraded, has an armor rating of 118, and it gives you 50% or plus 50 magicka, and destruction and restoration spells cost 20% less to cast. So it's not as good of enchantments as I could do with like the best stuff in the game, but you get 3 of them, so that makes it better. Getting 3 definitely makes it better. So yeah. So starting off with the destruction, like I said, for this build we are using Wall of Shock, or Wall of Lightning it actually might be called, as well as the other expert lightning one that's more long range. I think it's called like Lightning Bolt. So you want to go all the way to expert destruction. You don't need master. And then do augmented shock too, so they do 50% more damage. And then disintegrate, so they if you get a guy when their health is low, they sometimes disintegrate, which is cool, and are like ash. Mostly just kind of an aesthetic perk, but still kind of helpful in a way. And then I gave this guy a decent amount of restoration. I did novice, and then dual casting and recovery, so magicka regenerates 50% faster. And then I mostly did it for the magicka regeneration, and then regeneration, so healing spells cure 50% more, and respite, so it also restores stamina. And then for heavy armor, you're going to want to max it out, or just this right side is really what's necessary. So you want to max out Juggernaut so your armor rating is increased by 100%, and then well fitted so you get a 25% armor bonus, and then 50% less stagger with Tower of Strength, and matching set gives you an additional 25% armor bonus, which I believe we are not wearing a matching set. This is not a matching set. The Ebony helmet would make this a matching set, so if you'd rather wear that, that might, you know, come in handy. So this is not a matching set, but I still got this perk because it's needed to get this perk, which is a 10% chance to reflect melee damage back on an enemy. You can't, you know, you can't see it. It's just like they take damage back on themselves. I've said this before, but I wish there was some sort of animation where they'd hit you and like their sword would like go into themselves or something. That would be funny. But no, it's just kind of, this perk just, I think, just makes them do damage to themselves. It's kind of like Thorns in Minecraft, I think. And then for one-handed, you want to max out Armsmen so they do twice as much damage, and then Fighting Stance, so power attacks with one-handed weapons cost 25% less stamina. Then you want to max out Bone Breaker because you're using a mace, so attacks with maces ignore 75% of armor. I've said this before, I'll say it again, maces have the best ability. Bladesmen's give you critical chance, axes make you bleed, but ignoring 75% of armor is just the best ability. I don't care, that perk is super good. And then critical charge can do a one-handed power attack that does double critical damage. 25% bonus damage with a power attack that can decapitate enemies, and then a backwards power attack that has a 25% chance to paralyze the target is the final perk. Oh, and I forgot to mention this, but I'm a Breton. I just did Breton for the magic resistance because I thought, you know, that's, you know, would just be helpful for a mage. Also, I think I forgot to equip it, but the Breton power of absorbing magicka would also be helpful for this build, so that's why I did Breton. But I think this build, I mean, this build would work with basically any race. I don't think there's any, you know, race that really stands out as like, oh, you need that build. I mean, you need that ability to make this build work. Okay, what's up, guys? I teleported to a random, or fast travel to a random fort and started recording, testing out the build, but then I don't know, it stopped recording for some reason. So, time to test out the build some more. So yeah, I just picked a random fort to go to. Turns out it's Forsworn, so more Forsworn like usual. So damn, so I'm playing on Legendary. He was a 2-shot. That was pretty fucking easy. Let's get some magicka up in this bitch. So as you can see, the magicka definitely is not kind to them. The only thing I don't like about this like whole magicka and mace build is like the attacks are pretty plain. It's just like hit forward, hit forward. I guess, you know, that was a backward strike. That was good. Oh. But earlier I was fighting guys and it was like just the same animation over and over again of just like this like forward clubbing, and I was kind of go, great, this is not that visually entertaining for a video. There seems like there's a guy over here, and then I might teleport to another fort because this was kind of like nothing. Oh shit. So I guess I can show you guys. So Thunderbolt is the long range attack. Oops. It's kind of hard to aim in third person. Fuck. So yeah, doesn't do a ton of damage. I'm gonna be honest. Magicka is good, but in like with some of these builds at super end game scenarios, oops, it just gets kind of outclassed by super overpowered weapons. But you know, there's still definitely a place for magicka. I would say slightly earlier in the game. I would also just say some of the range attacks aren't the best. I would say something better that kind of drains, you know, health from them, like Wall of Storms is better because it is slowly, you know, eating up health instead of, you know, an occasional just one, not occasional, but a single, you know, it does a decent amount of damage, but I think the Wall of Storms is more effective in the long run for taking out enemies. But then, of course, this mace is just does so much more damage. It's kind of like, what's the point? But yeah, let's test this build out against some harder opponents. Alright, so we're here in Riften to test out the build against some guards, and before I test it out, I just want to ask you guys, so I guess comment down below what you guys are thinking. I've seen one or two comments, people asking for some more, you know, I guess interesting, you know, testing builds out against more kind of interesting opponents like, you know, Falmer and Frost Giants and shit. And I guess I was just thinking that, you know, I usually test it out against pretty standard just guards and Forsworn and bandits. And my thinking with that was just that, you know, you guys are mostly here for like, you know, the how to build the build itself and like the aesthetic look and the ideas behind the build, not so much like, I don't know, I don't think I'm really supplying any sort of, you know, new or insightful tactics on how to fight in Elder Scrolls. So, you know, I can, you know, have a longer portion in the video of me, you know, fighting different types of opponents. But I guess I don't see a huge point to it just because it's kind of, you know, me swinging my axe against a Falmer, you know, me swinging my axe against a Dwarven Centurion. Like, I don't know, to me it's not really a difference, but, you know, there were a couple comments about it, so I guess comment down below what you guys are thinking, whether you'd want that or not. So yeah. And then, oh yeah, so actually I almost forgot that to actually test out this build. I was almost gonna end the video right there. That would have been funny. No, I do not have time for anything else game. So, okay, so as you can see, the guards have a lot more health, especially on Legendary. These guards can actually take some damage. But it's just super helpful that I can, you know, get my health back. Because they can actually deal a decent amount of damage, these guards. Oh shit. Okay, I want to get them in a cluster and I want to make them all run through like a gauntlet of it. Oh, I keep hitting the wrong buttons, that's the problem. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Tiny Tina's Wonderland lately, so I keep hitting the wrong buttons. And Halo. Three games with completely different controls, so I've been kind of getting messed up lately on how to sprint and stuff. I'm about to go down here to heal myself real quick. But yeah. Halo, I've been playing Halo lately. I have an Xbox original, so then I've been playing the old one like Halo 1 and 2, as well as Halo Infinite at a friend's house. And God, I forget how weird of controls Halo has. Unlike any other game, I feel like. I mean, maybe there are other games like Halo, like I've never played Wolfenstein or Doom, so maybe those are like Halo. But Halo is fucking weird controls. It is fucking strange. It is nothing like Call of Duty. I am a Call of Duty child. I grew up playing Call of Duty and Halo, but I would say more Call of Duty, and Halo is nothing like that. I would say most things have adopted the kind of Call of Duty controls. Halo is not one of those. But sorry to get a little off topic with the Halo talk. Back to the Elder Scrolls build. So yeah, as you can see, I mean, I'm just not really like losing health. Like I can just let them beat me up. The main concern more in a real playthrough of this is running out of soul gems to be able to enchant your shit. But actually fighting guys, I mean, you just gain so much back. Then when you let yourself get low, I'm a little bit in danger here of like I mean, not really anymore. But a second ago, I was a little bit in danger of like they could in theory catch me in an animation. So that's something you gotta watch, is you're still not like impervious to animations. It's just because you can like, you know, you're slowly regenerating your health. So that's still something you gotta look out for. But yeah. So, I think that's gonna do it for this video, guys. I mean, let me know what you think. Definitely comment down below, yeah, if you guys want to see me test it out against other things, or if you just feel like, yeah, I mean, you know, guards kind of, you know, gets the point across. But yeah, so let me know. Yeah, Ebony, Battlemage, yeah. And let me know, guys, if you want more mage, like magic builds, or more kind of, I don't know, fighter warrior builds, whatever you kind of want. If you have ideas for builds, comment down below. I'm gonna have some Tiny Tina's Wonderland videos coming out soon, as well as some GTA videos maybe. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one.